Okay, this is something I want to do for a minute, and I don't know how I'll feel like talking to a camera, but we gonna try a couple times, see what happens. But anyway, I wanted to make some sort of like video journal about different stuff I want to talk about that I can have conversation with people, but I'm choosing to just talk by myself to air out everything. My first topic that I want to talk about is how people care too much about what other people think. And I think it's a more of a prominent issue with people around my age or younger. Definitely more with people younger, but people often care too much about what others think about themselves specifically. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm a victim. Yeah, I'm like this too. But I feel like over the years it's been less and less so. I feel like a prime example is how people try performativism. That's I don't even think that's a word, but that's been a big issue for the past year now. People being performative, and a lot of it is ironic. I get that, but the unironic people try and LARP or act a certain way to get the attention of certain people, and I don't think that's the way to go about life. People need to live and be and do stuff that they want because it's what makes them happy. Because if you live a certain way, or if you act a certain way, or if you wear a certain thing to get the attention of others, you're living by other people's standards rather than your own. And I know I'm just saying stuff that everyone's heard already or everyone's aware about. But I feel like people don't talk about it as much as they should. Because individualism and uniqueness is a beautiful thing. And there are definitely people that are very independent, and there's a lot of people that are unique in my life. But there's those side characters that I don't necessarily talk to every day or interact with a lot. And you can just tell there's people in your life that act a certain way because they want to get the attention of different people. And I feel like that's just draining to think about, oh wait, I can't wear this or else this person's gonna say this. You shouldn't care. Put on that fit that you've been wanting to put on. It shouldn't matter whether or not someone would judge you for putting on that hat that you like, or wearing those shoes that you just haven't worn because you're afraid that people are gonna say something. I feel like I'm pretty good about that. I kind of just act the way I do without having to put on a conscious mask to hide something. But everyone needs to work on something. Everyone needs to work on themselves. I still have my moments where I'm oh no, I can't do this, or I can't say this because then this person will do this. But I feel like as long as we all try is what matters. Because it's just, I already said it, it's draining to live a certain way that's not your true self. The other thing is how people judge you. I had this coworker who she said that she really wanted a tattoo, and she wouldn't because her boyfriend said that he doesn't like he wouldn't like it if she got a tattoo, so for that reason she doesn't. And that's so lame. Why are you with someone that wouldn't still love you for decisions that are as trivial as a tattoo? Yeah, sure, tattoos are permanent. I get that. But like, a lot of people don't go into getting stuff like that. No rational people go into stuff like that without knowing the consequences of such permanent thing. So I feel like, why are you saying what other people can or can't do? And why are you abiding by that? Why are you letting your boyfriend dictate what you do or don't do with your body? Like, you're living by his standards, and that's what I'm saying. Living by other people's standards is just not the way to go. I guess it's not hypocritical, it's ironic too, because I'm preaching this certain lifestyle of not abiding by anyone's standards, and by saying that, I'm putting this standard. So it's just kind of ironic and funny. But people shouldn't care too heavily on others' opinions, and I'm sure that's a hard thing to do, or hard thing to break. But I feel like it's important so that we still have our individuality, and we can have a more like unique dynamic in our world. As dark as it may seem right now, I feel like individuality is like a good little light, so that not one person is the same, so it keeps everything like interesting. But yeah, moral of the story, I feel like people care a little bit too much about what others think. We shouldn't care about the people that judge us too much, because at the end of the day, it don't matter. I do want to also add that some of the opinions of people matter a lot more than most. So like your mom, you might value her opinion more than others, and that I get, and that I live by as well. When I say that people care too much about what others think, I mean more strangers, or people that don't matter, or people that'll be out of your life after you're out of whatever situation you're in, like a classmate or like a coworker, or people like that won't necessarily matter in like a year. Those are the people that I mean, that you shouldn't care too much about their opinion. Also, I'm out of breath because I was mid-run and I realized I didn't clarify. But a stranger who was watering his grass asked me if I wanted water, so he sprayed me, and that was nice because it helped. But anyway, yeah, people like that, that's what I mean, doesn't matter. Not necessarily like a significant other, or a good friend, or a best friend, or your family. Those people, I feel, matter more, but you shouldn't necessarily also live by their rules as well, because it can be suffocating.